Hello, my name is Bill Coe, student number 1005-90491, and this is my video demo of Computer Graphics Assignment 1. So there are multiple graphic settings, and you'll see a light hovering in a circle around objects. This is the first setting out of 7 I have included, and the first setting having no lighting whatsoever, obviously nothing will be seen on screen. This is setting number 2, which includes all ambient shading, and this setting can be used to demonstrate the math and algorithms used in this project. Objects are using OpenGL, hold transform matrices, and those matrices are affected. They hold vectors, which can be manipulated using GLM translate and rotate functions, so that you can see them move on screen. The donuts are being rotated steadily by a GLM rotate function that is called every frame, and the light is also that you see appearing on screen periodically contains both GLM translate and rotate to move its position in world space. As for algorithms, this holds the ambient portion of Phong shading. I'm going to change it to setting 3. This holds the specular version of specular component of Phong shading, where you, instead of the material's own color, all that's seen is the directional light being reflected off the object and is used to show shininess. Setting 4 holds rim lighting, which is used to show a highlight of a reflected light near the edges of an object, and is done by taking only the most intense areas that are being lit by the light, and essentially cutting out the rest, which provides light that seems to be pretty much outlining an object. This is setting 5. This contains ambient and specular light as well as rim light, so it's just a compilation of all 3. And these are the 5 settings that hold their own shaders. Settings 6 and 7 will toggle a ramp texture, which change how the colors are sampled, whereas here it's solely using the object's own RGB colors. Setting 6, I'll change it now, mixes the color with a one-dimensional one-dimensional ramp texture, so that the color is mixed in with a one-dimensional gradient. Usually is used for custom shading or to tint the coloring of all objects on screen. Here you can see the gradient moves from blue to red, and therefore most objects on screen are somewhere along that gradient, but since it's a mix of the object's own color as well as the gradient, you will see that the color will still change from object to object. Setting 7 adds the the ramp texture to specular lighting as well as the ambient lighting. The previous setting was ambient lighting only, so now that the ramp texture has been applied twice, you can see that the colors once again change, and they end up being looking a lot more doubly apparent. I'm going to now demonstrate only specular lighting on the previous settings as well. So this is using the ramp texture on ambient lighting only. This is using the ramp texture on specular lighting only. This is using the ramp texture only on rim lighting, which draws from specular. And then this is back at 5. And so with each of the settings being toggled through, this is how it looks. With ambient lighting, if I have only specular lighting on, the ambient light does not draw from the same equation as specular light, so therefore no change will be visible. The ambient light only changes if I have the ramp texture drawing from the ambient equation applied. And that is my video demo of CG Assignment 1. Thank you for watching.